Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Liz Chirelli and today we'll be going through just one of the awesome techniques you'll learn on my course. All right, let's get to it. Today I'm going to show you an awesome little trick you can apply to your return effects. First of all, what is the difference between an insert effect and a return effect? An insert effect only affects the channel that it's placed on. So if you look at this track here, my Pluck synth sound, you'll see as inserts I have an EQ, a glue compressor, a delay, a saturator and a bit of auto filter. But these effects here only affect this one channel. The advantage of return effects, also known as said return effects or auxiliary buses, is that they can affect multiple tracks in your project simultaneously. You can also control the amount of signal that is sent to your track. So in Ableton, you do that by increasing or decreasing this value here. As you can see, I've got a few return effects set up here, and I've just saved this to load as my default template whenever I load a new project in Ableton, because I tend to use return effects quite often, and rather than having to load them in each time I load a new project, I just save it as my template, and so they're there ready to go. So this might be something that you can consider doing in your own DAW just to save you a bit of extra time. Today we're going to focus on this return effect channel. I've got a grain delay in here, and I've also dropped in a spacious chorus reverb effect, and you can find those in your audio effects section in your DAW. These are Ableton stock plugins, but for sure whatever DAW you're using, you're going to have a really good set of plugins that you can use that will probably do something similar. Okay, so let's play the sound without any of the return effect channel on. As you can see, this is pulled right down, so that means that none of the signal from this return effect track will be getting sent to this sound. We're just going to play it with the insert effects on it. So the effects that you can hear on it are all of these guys here, the inserts. I'll play it again while slowly increasing this value here, so you can hear how this set of effects changes this sound. You can probably hear it just adds a lot more echo, and it's got some really lovely overtones up there in the echo. So that's a really lovely effect if you just want to push a sound a little bit further back into a mix during a breakdown or a build-up. But we can actually add something else to this effects chain that adds even more movement, and that's some sidechain compression. In order to sidechain something, you need something that's going to trigger the sidechain signal, and usually you can use a kick drum, just kicking on every beat of every bar, depending on what you want the pattern to be. So here I've just got a kick playing on every beat of the bar. And because it's a sidechain signal, I don't want to hear the kick drum. So here I've just clicked sends only. So that means you won't hear the kick drum sample that's here. It's only sending a signal. So once you've got your sidechain channel set up, go back into your return effect channel and drag in a compressor. Expand the compressor out, enable the sidechain function, select the input for your sidechain signal. We want it to be sidechain. And I'll play the sound again whilst pulling the threshold down in my sidechain. And I just want you to listen to what happens to the echo part of the sound. So as you can hear, the echo, the reverb part of the sound has started to get ducked down as the sidechain signal kicks in, but it's not affecting the actual sound, it's only affecting the effect, which creates some super interesting texture. You can actually take this a little bit further and add an EQ to the end of the chain. And I'll hit play again whilst I play around with the EQ. Again, don't focus your attention on the actual sound. Focus your attention on the effect, the reverb, the echo that you're hearing. So as you can hear, hopefully, that adds a really interesting dimension to your return effect sound without affecting your instrument sound. It only affects the signal of these effects on here, but it creates some super interesting movement. To hear what that sounds like within the context of a full track, I'll load up a project of my track Cepheid and play you the section of the track that this excerpt is taken from. This is the section of the track that I was demonstrating in the tutorial, and as you can see, I have my return channels set up down here. This was the return channel that I had sidechained. So if I hit play now, it'll be very subtle, but you will be able to hear how the echo and the reverb of this sound is sidechained within the context of a whole track. See the compressor there pumping away, affecting the signal of the echo and the reverb. This is a remix of my track Cepheid. This is my 2020 remix, and at the time of recording this video, it's just about to come out on Mirabilis Records. So if you like the sound of it, by all means feel free to go and check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to dive deeper, click on the link below to buy my course. If you'd like to keep in touch, hop on over to my website, lizchirelli.com, and sign up to receive my newsletter. You can also be a part of my world over on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you soon.